It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go in Week 14. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Easy. Yellow, right side.
The first carry now, Brashard Smith. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Right side.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He throws deep to the left side. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead right away. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. That's up and through for the point after. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
44, ready.
Quick to the air is Tagovailoa. And his first pass falls incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, here's Tua. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. That is Ggml. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41.
Go ahead. Out.
Tua out of the pistol. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That is exactly what they needed, Brock. The throw that gets him stabilized after a disastrous miscue early.
You know I love when coordinators show that kind of confidence, quickly reestablishing it with his quarterback, and now he can start playing like that pick 6 never happened.
That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Shot, ready?
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
They're throwing it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And it sets up second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Another throw here on second down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Out of the backfield, looking for Breece Hall there. So now it's going to be third and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Ready, set.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Here we go, set. Hawk 7, Dragon 60. Ready.
Here he goes, third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Here we go, here we go. Press all 80. 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
Fourth down, they're going to throw for it. That'll be the first and more. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on fourth down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator's going to be one happy camper.
They'll come up on first and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the red zone on first. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Leo Chanel makes the play. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take
Now
over.
Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Looking to throw Mahomes. That's brought in. It's his back, Rashard Smith. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Yep.
From the pistol, Smith. The ball's out, he lost it. And the Jets recover it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Brought in by his back Smith. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Blown back, gets the handoff. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 now from the 46. Here's the one back on the handoff. On the move, past the 40. And he has this down to the 34. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
Yellow!
Now Mahomes will hang on to it. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Yellow! There's the line, 80! Attack!
To the air, Mahomes. This is a heater going deep. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Azarie Thomas. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. Who's going to throw? Looking right, and he finds him. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All set to go now from the 35.
Come on. Hey, Mustang, press all 80.
He'll work against the blitz. The left side caught by Andrews. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's another Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Our score, 14-0. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment.
Got it. Ready?
Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone.
Panther and left, 18 Cardinal, 79 Broncos. Cup 19, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Chiefs get it back on his 6th interception. interception of the season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line, and then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. Hits the 40. And he's down to the 42-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Another carry for him. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hey, 15, yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag.
Yellow. Hey, rip list. 180.
Back to throw Mahomes. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
Chiefs 21, Jets nothing.
The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. So second down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Cougar 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Dropping back to throw. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, here's Tua. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Chiefs get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now. And I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting a free throw, batting, baseball, like you grip it tight and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. They give to Smith here on the zone read. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's second and 14. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Galloping inside the 40. That's the first down, and he's still going. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. So not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with first and 10. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter. Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this third down. Third and long for him here. On the move, headed right. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
28, Jets nothing.
The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And He gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
It'll be 2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Second down now. They need 7. Here's Hall once more. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
On the return, the Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
70 Timberwolves.
Design quarterback run here. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Connects on the crosser. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Pass caught. It's Hunter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Screen here for Smith. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get more points to end a lopsided first half. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead.
Jets, nothing.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standards they set for themselves.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. Completed over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up. And you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
All right, come on. Out, out, out.
They start the half with a gift to Hall. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Here's Tua. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And the Chiefs pick it up.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, then they're going to give you a shot at it, push that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. That ball's out. Smith lost it. And this is scooped up by the Jets. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And New York is making a house call. Touchdown. The Jets start the second half with some needed points. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, you kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Yellow.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. On the move, past the 40. It's a race down the right side. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. They get 37 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Give now to the running back. One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. He tosses right to the short side. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue adding on to that lead.
42, Jets 7.
The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Papers on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. Space on the right. He's got room. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets put at least a tiny dent into that lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Option design here. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Attack!
Throw here, third down. He throws a bullet to the center of the big game downfield. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs tack on 7 more to their lead.
Jets 14.
The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Tua off the play fake. Oh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. The Jets take their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Not an enviable spot as they come up, 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Escapes a defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. From the pistol, Smith. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They give it to him again. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. That's Azareye'h Thomas making the stop.
Thomas on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes on a designed run. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well. All right.
right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. So a punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready, team. Ready.
2 and out from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
21G. 44. Ready. Out.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Third and long, they're going to throw. This one is also going to be incomplete. Knocked away again, and they're left looking at 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Desperation time here. Into traffic, complete. And I don't think he got to the marker. Looked a little short, and yep, indeed, he's marked short. This is a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Another carry for him. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They pitch it out to him here, and he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead.
56, Jets 14.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Wilson with a return here. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, out!
They start the drive with ball. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, ready.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 25 on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught him. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Tight end going in motion here. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. He has room past the 25. He gets loose down the right side. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets making the scoreboard look a touch better. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And the Chiefs cover off the kick. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
They'll run here on 1st down. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Yellow. Right side.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's brought down at the
Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
brings up 3rd and 4.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Hall running between the tackles. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Go to the left side. Go ahead. Out, out. All right, fellas, listen up. Out.
Here's Hall once more. He's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's a gain of 2.
That's good for a couple of yards. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
All set to go now from the 35. On 1st down, here comes Hall. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Hey, team!
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They go right back to Hall. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Nearly an interception on that play. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.